and you know the rest. All right. Let's finish with Obama. There's the second cut of Obama today. Go ahead.
So part of what's happened is that when people feel their status is being jostled and threatened, they react. And I what I would agree with is that the Washington consensus, whatever you want to call it, got a little too comfortable with, they're looking at GDP numbers and they're looking at, the internet, and everything's looking pretty great.
What the hell is he rambling on about? Almost sounds psycho to me. Go ahead.
Cold War, Jim, after what you guys engineered, you had this period of great smugness on the part of America and American elites thinking, we got this all figured out.
I laugh when a leftist talks about American elites. You understand that's what they believe in. They camouflage their elitism, their iron-fisted centralization, in this notion of the people. Notion of the people. They want fewer and fewer people to make decisions about more and more of us. And then he talks about how the elites are smug. Well, who are the elites? Who runs Washington? Who's on CNN? Who's on MSNBC? The Washington Post? The various departments and agencies of the federal government? Who runs these things? The left. They created this massive Leviathan. Go ahead.
There were books coming out. That's the end of history. And
the end of history.
Yeah.
Francis Fukuyama.
It came back to bite us.
Gee whiz. Forget about the end of history. How about learning from history? How about learning from history, Mr. Obama, rather than cherry-picking and spinning history? Go ahead. Next one.
And by the way, American energy production, you wouldn't always know it, but it went up every year I was president. And that whole.
Let's just stop that. Now listen to what a lie that is. So energy production went up every year he was president. Maybe that's true, but it had nothing to do with him. How could it have anything to do with him? He was at war with fossil fuels. He was at war with coal. He was at war with electricity. His EPA was unleashed, regulation after regulation. You can build that electricity plant, but you'll bankrupt yourself. Remember all that? So if it went up in spite of Obama and in spite of his policies. That's called capitalism, ladies and gentlemen. This guy is so delusional. It's really pathetic. Go ahead.
The biggest oil producer and the biggest guy. That was me, people. I just want you to.
Oh, my Lord. This guy is. Wants it both ways, right? We're all supposed to wear propellers on our head. But on the other hand, all this great oil production and so forth, it's thanks to him. He's such a liar. May I call him a liar? I think I'll call him a liar. Go ahead.
So
then you got the clapping seal. This is the James A. Baker Center. Why is there a James A. Baker Center anyway? Was he president of the United States? No. And why would they invite this guy? They can't do better than this? Go ahead.
It's a little like, sometimes you go to Wall Street and folks will be grumbling about.
All right, hold on a second. If Trump had said something like this, they'd be all over him, wouldn't they? If Trump praised himself, which he does from time to time, and so what? That's what successful people do. They'd be all over him. I can hear Jake Tapper now. Line number 7. I can hear Wolf Blitzer now. But Obama says that they sit there starry-eyed, their tongue hanging out of their mouth, spittle dripping on their loafers. He's unbelievable. He's unbelievable. Look at the great things he did, ladies and gentlemen. Through massive taxation and regulation, he created enormous wealth in this country. Our economy is bustling thanks to him. Through massive regulation, of the oil industry, we now have more oil. Unbelievable. Go ahead.
Have you checked where your stocks were when I came in office and where they are now? What are you talking? What are you complaining about? Just say thank you, please.
Oh, shut up. It's not funny at all. It's so stupid. Thank you, please. And let's talk about health care. That was your marquee issue. Let's talk about that. Tell us, what was the cost of your insurance before Obama was president? What was your deductible before Obama was president? How much paperwork did you have to do before Obama was president? How many sign-offs did you have to have before Obama was president? It's a clown act, in my humble opinion. Doesn't know history, spins things together. He is the gift of gab. That's what he has. It's like this guy, Robert Francis O'Rourke. You can call me Beto. Well, why would I call you Beto? Your name is Robert Francis O'Rourke. Well, you know, when I was a little kid, they used to call me Beto. No, call him Beto so he can try and confuse Latino voters that he is part of that identity politics. It's all about identity politics. Well, you know, the 3/5 thing in the Constitution there, that was identity politics.